guys, here we are.
Well,
We're going to talk about some mythological creatures.
And we are your hosts, Marie.
Raven.
And Maria.
But yes, today we're talking about mythology with creatures and stuff like that, like cyclops. You got all kinds of stuff. Gorgons.
Yeah.
What is a
Leprechauns.
gorgon? I'm sorry. I just got you off. I'm like, what's a gorgon?
It is. I don't even know. That one I don't. I got orgs
I'm
and
almost
leprechauns.
positive it's Medusa.
No way. What was it called again?
Gorgons were the three monstrous sisters in Greek mythology.
Yes.
One of them was Medusa.
Turning victims into stone with one look.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. It's loud.
We also have goblins, vampires, mermaids, stuff like that. So who wants to kick it off, and what do you want to talk about? Which one first?
Let's do it. I don't know.
Let's do it.
We talked about gorgons on accident.
How about minotaurs?
Ooh,
Minotaurs, yeah.
Yes.
So, what is a minotaur?
According to Greek, it is an offspring of the queen of majestic between a bull from the sea.
Oh,
And
really?
head and tail, and King Minos was so terrified by this creature that he made a maze in a labyrinth and put him in the middle of the labyrinth so he couldn't get out. That's the Minotaur.
Oh yeah,
Myth
I
behind
remember.
it.
Yeah.
A lot of our childhood movies have these in them.
There's this movie that I like, but I have to read the whole thing. Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies, but I have to be in the mood to watch it because I think that's the one I have to read the whole thing.
Another
I think
one
it's
is
originally in Spanish.
Is it?
I think so. Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, it might be.
It's got
I've never seen
the creepy guy with the hand. He has eyeballs in his hands.
Well, that sounds kind of cool. I've never seen that one.
It's a cool movie. You should watch it.
But a lot of our movies have it. Shrek is
Mm-hmm.
mythological, like that whole thing right there with the org,
Yeah, the ogre.
Yeah. And then you got the Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's another one. Centaur.
Yeah.
That was in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are a bunch of
moving around.
You got the Loch Ness Monster is another one.
Okay, do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster though?
No.
I always look for it. Like what?
Have you been to Scotland?
Why does it have to be in Scotland? Why can't it be in
because
the US?
That's where the lake is.
Yeah. We have tons of lakes and rivers and oceans.
The lake.
It could have jumped or created a hole. We have giant catfish.
I believe in it in the mythology part of it. I believe people used it to describe what they seen, and they couldn't scientifically tell what it was. I believe something's out there, but I just don't know what it is.
Yeah,
because you gotta admit, our oceans are pretty deep, our lakes are pretty deep.
Yes.
We don't know everything yet.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's how I got onto the mermaid thing, because I was like, alien vibes. That's all I'm saying.
You also got the unicorns.
Yes. Yeah. Do you know that there's like a real life unicorn, but it's like a weird deer thing?
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a picture.
Then you also have Bigfoot.
I think Bigfoot's real.
Okay, yes.
And
dragons. I'm not 87% sure that he's real. Okay.
Malin's determined to be the one that finds him. But he's not going to tell nobody because he doesn't want him to get hurt.
Well, I don't. Oh. Well, unless it's like that cartoon. Because in the cartoon, they were tracking him down, and they were like,
And then we'll go darker later on with the
Yeah.
darker ones.
So I'm gonna send you guys a screenshot because I just shared the live,
"Oh, sorry."
and
And
this is the screen it should.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think we're going to want to see it.
so this is the unicorn picture, as you can see.
I'm sorry.
They were real. I
No,
don't know.
no, not that. Did you get the picture?
Oh my gosh, girl. Let me
Okay.
see. Hold on.
That's
Where am I? How did I get here?
I don't know what happened, but that's the thing that it.
You know, that's cute though.
but okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at
At
the
the
deer or
goat,
the word.
the unicorn thing.
Yeah,
But sorry, I just thought that was comical.
it was. So these are from there saying India, Greece, China, and it's way into modern age. People have been fascinated by these creatures. Unicorns are said to healing properties. For example, if you drink from a cup made of a unicorn horn, you may be protected from poisons.
Wasn't there
Yeah.
a cartoon about that? Like
Probably.
somebody trying to take the unicorn's horn?
Probably.
I think it was like The Last Unicorn or something. I don't remember. It's been a long time.
I don't think I would
Oh,
go up to that beast, though. Do you guys?
I would be like, "Oh, can I talk to you?" And then I would talk to
I'd
it.
have
like
to
we're
touch
friends.
it. I'd
Like-
have to. I'd try to be its friend. I think.
I would like go all deep in it. I found a real live unicorn, y'all.
Aw.
How cute!
I know, so real. Can't you tell? Majestic.
Here's one you might probably bring up. The
Hmm.
phoenix.
The phoenix. So, what is the story on this phoenix? Do you know?
Eagle-like creature generally known for bursting into a flame and end of their life, or to emerge from the ashes of a young phoenix. In both ancient Egyptian and classical myth, the phoenix was associated with the sun. Worship with it depicted as a large bird with golden red feathers that can live for hundreds of years. It's a
Yeah.
symbol of immortality, eternity, and resurrection.
I need to keep up with you. I'm trying. You
I'm
went too
sorry.
fast. Here's a nice picture, but they usually have flames on them. And I mean, I don't know if they would, if in real life, if they were real. But
Oh my gosh!
has anybody?
Phoenixes are beautiful.
Do you know what a phoenix dream meaning is?
Mm-mm.
Has anybody ever dreamt of one? Wouldn't that be really interesting? So the spiritual meaning of a phoenix means transformation, death, or rebirth because it is fire. It's actually a really good totem to have. And it's symbolic to the sun, right? I know. Am I starting to sound boxy? And the
No,
day, do we need to
No,
turn off
she's
the
sending
phone?
pictures while you're talking.
you popped up in the new screenshot. In the
Yep.
picture I sent
Oh
you.
my gosh, my nose probably looks
Oh
awful.
no! Just look at the picture I sent you on your phone.
Oh god.
It was on my Facebook.
See, we're getting distracted. We're gonna get yelled at.
Ah,
Turn off your phones.
sorry.
No.
I was sharing the live link, and that's
What the hell? Hey,
I'm sorry.
what the hello?
What the hell?
We're making up words. What time is it? 11. Oh wait, hold on.
For y'all is 11:07.
Oh,
For me,
nine
it's 12:07.
minutes. Somebody put 9 minutes somewhere. 9 minutes in here. I said hello.
It's live, hun.
I know, but we can go back and quack quack.
I don't
Backpack.
think hello's gonna be a big deal.
I don't either. I've been hearing that a lot lately.
Yeah, it's fine. But I always like to be just in case. You don't know.
But you're right. It's for resurrection, eternity.
Mhm.
Yes. And death.
Yes.
Oh,
You want to get a screenshot now?
you.
I
didn't
We're waiting now. We're like,
Hold on,
it
hold on,
like
get my good side.
like I didn't do it. It just like I shared it on
Mhm.
Facebook and that's what popped up was my face and her face. And then you were like lost in thought or something. I don't know what
Yeah,
you were doing.
Do you want to
well,
look up Bigfoot so we can talk about Bigfoot?
Ooh.
okay.
I like Bigfoot.
I like Bigfoot.
Does somebody else want to take this one for the definition of Bigfoot?
A big hairy man ape.
Hey, that's discriminatory.
Yeah, you got to actually use the definition.
I use the textbook definition here. What? I didn't raise you like this.
You're not my mom.
Okay, this makes me think of Slim Jims. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. I hold on. I'll show you Slim Jim.
You remember the commercials
So it's
with
Oh
7 foot tall hairy man stalking the woods. That's what
yes.
that one says.
So there's this road, Central Texas. They call it the Hairy Man Road, which is not Bigfoot, but there was this man that lived in there, and he was just so hairy, and that's why they
Oh,
called it the
it's
Hairy Man
yeah,
Road.
there is a condition for that.
yeah.
But this
Oh,
is they say many believers in this creature is missing the link between apes and humans. Bigfoot or Sasquatch is widely considered a mythical logical being. Bigfoot is described as being a large, hairy, humanoid creature from 6 to 9 feet tall. In North American folklore, supposed Bigfoot sightings have occurred in Northern California, Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia.
hmm. So
It looks like
basically, he has a family, and he can't leave because every time he tries to get out, people take pictures. I just saw another picture that is kind of weird, might be disturbing. So, disclosure, I'm going to post it.
oh, we're all
And
about that here.
I'm like, disclosure, I can't take my eye off it, so you're going to see it. So, this is a wandering shaman,
Oh,
supposedly.
yeah.
And he was actually mistaken before Bigfoot, but he's not. He's just a wandering healer. Seems nice, has really nice eyes, very kind. Um, well, I kind of hold on. I gotta blow this up. Hold
I'm sorry, I can't. He has a smile at least.
on. Yeah, but I'm like, is it sewed on? Is this real? Is he Japanese? Like,
I think it's a mask.
well, just way to take out the fun. Just kidding.
Well,
I'm just
If
kidding.
you look up wolf-like syndrome, you'll bring up something that looks like Bigfoot, but it's actually a condition of hair. It's actually another one. Actually, in the mythology, is called wolf.
Oh, now I'm gonna have nightmares. Thank you.
Sorry.
Why did I look that up?
because you're really fast at
I
typing.
I I type 62 words per minute. Not to brag.
But that's where I think too, where we kind of got that mythology with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, side note: if you're watching this, we can see that you're on here, so say hello. And if you have an idea of a mythical creature or you think you've seen something, definitely share your story because we want to hear it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Um, this is a really depressing putting the new comments dual display here. Maybe we should take that down. I'm sorry, I love you. I'm sorry, baby, I love you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on, I'll fix it.
Okay, so I know this is a whole like podcast conversation. As a matter of fact, I'll listen this to my friend because um, that you had mentioned something about two things: gremlins. And I want to talk about leprechauns and fairies.
Yeah, let's get into them before we get into the dark, because the dark's like I'm excited about. But let's get into the other ones first.
Okay, which one do you want to get into first?
You want to get into fairies?
Yes, let me. I'm gonna send my friend the link. I don't know if she'll join, but girl. She. Uh,
Da, 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 da.
I'm like, watch it, watch it, watch it. Okay. So okay. So tell
These
us
are
about the
romantic.
fairies.
These are more romantic. Fairies are also known as fae, and fae can be traced back to old French medieval romance stories. These supernatural creatures or spirits are popular across a wide variety of myths, legends, stories leading up to the present day. Generally, when we think of fairies or fairies, we think of a small winged magical creature. However, fairies were rarely depicted with wings outside of Victorian artwork. In folk tales, fairies flew using magic and occasionally caught a ride on the back of a friendly bird. We
Those
actually
sound
added the
terrifying.
wings. What?
I was just thinking that those fairies without wings sound terrifying to me.
That's what they were actually meant for, in a romantic kind of way.
Yeah. So
Has
here's some.
fairies always been tiny?
It don't say. I know in the artwork they are,
Hmm.
but like I said, in anything older than like Victorian, they wouldn't have had wings. We added the wings later on in life to
Hmm.
make it more majestic instead of scary.
Wait. So y'all don't think that they fly?
They're not in the medieval days. They did not fly. No.
So they were like tiny thumbelinas.
Yes.
Oh.
Thumbelinas.
Yes. And that yet again, a kid story pops up again. Thumbelina,
Yep. I forgot about that till just now.
I was trying to watch it like a month ago, and then I just got so busy.
and they are beautiful.
Yeah.
To me, they are. I find them interesting because we also have other names. I thought like sprites.
Yeah.
So I know we're not even supposed to be talking about them, and then some people believe that even now, like they'll hide your stuff if you piss them off. Then you, yeah, don't make them mad.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
please.
oh, look, we have a guest. I know in Iceland they believe in elves. Yes, elves are a thing too.
Did you know, like, okay, since we're talking about fairies for a second, I was just Googling fairy ring, portal to the fairy realm.
Wait, what?
A fairy ring is a portal to the fairy realm, right?
Yes, and
Yes.
when you go in, you have to be very respectful, ask permission, and you have to listen and be quiet. Don't mess anything up.
Did
And sometimes when you go in there, how you know it's real is it'll start raining sometimes.
I seen one the other day?
Oh, over here where we live.
Uh, over where we had Serenity's birthday party.
Oh, nice. There was supposed to be one at the park. Um, but I haven't gone over there to go look at it. I know someone said like it has to do with like mushrooms, and that would be considered a ring.
It's a
Um,
fungus sprouts of small threads.
well,
It's like connected underground and it makes a ring shape.
Nature has always been the beauty
Mm-hmm.
of stories and legends and everything. A lot of it does come from nature and the beauty around us, like that right there.
yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool. Then we got goblins.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
So
I just thought of another movie that I loved as a kid. I keep going
What?
back to these kids' movies,
I do
apparently.
too. That's so ingrained. I do too. I keep thinking about kids
The
movies.
Black Cauldron.
I haven't seen that one.
No,
No,
hold on, I gotta see it
it
because it
was a.
sounds
It
familiar.
was. I
it
loved
does
it.
sound
I
familiar, but I
still
don't think
love
I've
it,
seen it.
but I think it was like considered too dark or something. But I watched it as a kid all the time.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna share a picture of it because I'm sure this will tap into your memory. Hold on.
I can't even remember the girl's name, but all I can remember is goblins.
I
Yeah.
probably did see it because I was a big Disney nut in the 80s and
Mhm.
90s.
That looks
My favorite is
familiar.
that little dog thing.
Oh, right here to the left.
Yeah, he's so cute. And I can hear him talking in my head.
We're all going to get off here tonight and pop a Disney movie on. You know that, right?
I'm gonna go find Thumbelina.
I've been watching a true crime documentary type thing on Netflix or Hulu. I don't remember.
I'm watching one on Fox Nation right now, the new one out.
Mm, I I think the one I'm watching has been out for a while. My husband's tired of it already.
I fall asleep to them. I love.
I I do too. But I think my husband would rather fall asleep listening to the true crime I'm watching than the guided meditation. But
Yeah.
to each their own.
With the goblins, it's first appearing in German, like German. I can't say that. Germany.
Germanic.
Yeah, thank you. And British folk tales, goblins vary in abilities, physical appearance, and purposes depending on the story and purpose. Like many other European legends, goblin mythology is not exactly clear. However, whether they're devious tricks or real harm, they are universally known to be troublemakers and possesses qualities of malice and greed.
Oh,
Is the
really?
goblin?
Sorry. I was like,
Goblins.
hi guys.
Ah,
um.
Those are
Okay,
the
goblins.
tricky
so
ones.
so I think homeboy that lives here, my dude.
Goblin.
I think he might. He like we don't necessarily. I say I don't because I don't know anything, and I don't want to get into that type of
No.
magic. But we have we get stuff hidden, and sometimes you kind of wonder. And my friend was telling me about it, and it was so weird because let me tell you, how do I explain this? So when I was at my nana's house, when I was like sleeping over there, this was like a year ago, and I woke up like when you're half awake, half asleep. Like I woke up and I was like, I heard something like I don't know. I just heard something humming like someone was around the room. And I thought, oh, and I kept thinking, oh my God, what if it's a fairy? What have I got myself into? And then my friend was talking about gremlins. And so I was like listening all night, making sure there was nobody stomping around my shoes. Like,
Wait, stomping around your shoes?
yeah, what if there is gremlins? Gremlins. That just scared me.
Goblins or gremlins?
Goblin, that one, both.
Are
What is she
goblins
saying?
and gremlins two different things?
I think it's the goblins. Looks around the room. I rebuke it.
Here's another one for y'all.
Hmm.
Werewolf.
Um, okay, I don't because it creeps me out. But
Okay.
so David is bringing us to the Nessie. We were just talking about that earlier, actually.
Loch
Uh,
Ness Monster.
and Maria told me that I cannot believe that it's in the U.S. because it's only in one country, and I was like,
I didn't say it was
"Bruh."
in
She didn't
one
say
country.
that. She
I
asked
I
if
know.
you've been to
said,
Scotland.
I
I
was
said
like, maybe it moved and laid eggs everywhere.
Nessie is the name of it. That's not what it type is, and it's only called that because of where it lives.
In the Loch Ness
Yes,
in
Oh wait,
Scotland, and it is their
their
thing.
mascot thing.
Yeah,
so this one's a pretty
Like,
popular picture, but I'm gonna bring it up again.
I didn't
Uh,
say that she couldn't live outside the U.S. I just
she
said it
said
would have the same name. Same
She
name.
said, "There's no such thing, Mary," and then she threw
That's
me out the
that.
window.
You know,
I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do?
this is gonna be a long cancer retrograde or whatever
Uh,
you called it
yeah,
earlier. Is
it
that what you said?
is. Yes,
I know. I'm just pulling her leg. I love you, baby. Or no, sorry. Let me start over. I'm just kidding, baby. I love you.
So
It's Cancer season, y'all. We're angry. Oh, David's a Cancer actually too, but he's a
Oh.
June Cancer. No offense, but there's two types of Cancers. Now that you got me on here, also look at that. Look at that picture. That is so real. And do we? I think I do because when I was growing up, I was always looking for the water. So it's a possibility that it actually lives in the state of Texas. I'm just saying.
We don't know what's in our oceans, and you're right, in our
Exactly.
lakes, especially some of the deepest lakes.
I know Maria's like Raven. Don't encourage this.
I'm trying not to. Get on to werewolf, dude.
But it's true. You don't know it's so deep out there. I mean, we got giant cactus.
Yeah,
we
you
got,
call us conspiracy
you
theorists.
got. I'm just saying. Maybe I am a conspiracy theory with like folklore and stuff, but we have giant catfish. Who's to say that? You again? I think mine always goes back to the ocean because I really just don't
Yes,
know what's in there.
Dracula was a real life person. You're right, and I know we'll get into him soon.
Yes, we need to get into him soon because,
My favorite part.
and nothing's wrong with the June Cancer. I'm just saying you're not a July Cancer. That's all. You know?
I got like a fruit fly, like right here in my face.
Oh, I
That's why
thought
I'm like,
I thought you were agreeing with me, going, yeah.
no, I
What?
wasn't.
What
I was
you
actually squirrel. Sorry,
guys?
guys.
But okay. So tell us about this real live Dracula.
Oh, I had the werewolf right now. I was gonna
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we're
I'm
doing
sorry.
werewolf.
Oh, well, why didn't y'all tell me?
because I was reading on the side about Dracula, but we're gonna get into him soon
I love
with the
you, baby.
vampire.
Oh wait, well, werewolf cat? No, werewolf. Duh.
Werewolf
And it was a
cats.
female one too.
Would y'all like to see a
So
werewolf cat?
a werewolf cat.
They're
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know
Sorry.
if we're gonna have the same picture, but if we don't, send me that picture and I'll switch it out here.
I lost him.
Looks like an owl. Is that it?
Oh,
Oh,
that
I don't know. It's
is
Oh,
cute.
terrifying.
I wish my cat looked like that.
That is
Could you
grumpy.
imagine? You know that bear owl cat thing from
This thing
the
right here.
cruise?
Uh huh.
It's cute.
It's adorable. I would
His
love my cat. to look like
I
that.
would like that cat. The history of the werewolf is diverse in the stories, yet again. Um, German, pagan, Europe, classic Greek. Despite such ancient origins, werewolves has obviously remained popular until today. Generally speaking, a werewolf is a human
Ugh.
who can transfer shapeshift into a wolf. Those stories may often depict and depend on lore. The full moon may not and may be involved, depending on where you hear it from.
So,
I
what
I
if
just. Uh huh.
what if what if they're real? Because if you wouldn't
They've been
know
around.
really because everybody would think it was just a regular wild animal that did the damage.
And it's so weird because it's been around for such a long time. And this is yet again another story that has been passed down and that still
Mhm.
holds true to this day.
Okay, so did you guys know goblins and gremlins are different things, by the way?
Yes, that's what I
Okay.
was trying to say earlier. Do you want to go over the gremlins?
Well, like I was pretty sure they were different, but I wasn't positive. So, we're
If you
good.
want, okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what was
Because
your? Okay. So
because
the
I don't.
difference.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, I'm sorry.
No, I don't have nothing on the other one. That's why I was asking. Could somebody take that
Yeah.
one?
Okay, so a goblin is.
Those look like my kids. Just
Okay.
kidding.
Oh, oh, you leave my babies alone. Okay, what is a goblin? It is a D word of any size, usually in human or animal form, that is supposed to afflict or torture human beings. So that's probably, and it said, "Be thou a spirit of health or goblin D word Shakespeare." That's Shakespeare. Gnomes are being small, ugly little old men who live in the earth, guarding mines treasures. Hold on, let me start that over. I'm sorry. Be out a spirit of health or goblin damned. There, I just
You
said Shakespeare.
know what they look like? Gremlins.
Well, this
Yeah.
is actually okay. The green one is a gremlin, and
If
the
I,
bottom one is a goblin.
so we throw water on them, will they multiply?
Okay, this is not.
Now you get what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm
uh,
sorry.
okay, so David said, "Yeah, y'all know there's a city in Ohio where
Mm-mm.
they're eating cheese
Nope.
and
Mm-mm.
Drop it.
Mm-mm.
oh,
Please don't.
what? Why is she
Not.
yelling at me?
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I don't know what's
Okay,
going on.
let's go into our favorite part.
Okay, you want to talk
Yes.
about vampires?
Yes, I do. Vlad the
Oh,
Impaler. Here we go. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm going to blow your mind with something else. Before the 19th century, vampires was not a thing. What we did have, though, is The Walking Dead. It just wasn't named vampires yet. That's the weird part. Okay.
mhm.
Over the years, vampires has taken many forms. I don't mean just turning into bats. While the vampire myth like went in Europe, and most cultures have folk tales they surrounding the vampire creature, but the term vampire is actually pretty new. The most vampire or vampire is the consumption of a person's vital essence, most often the form of blood. It is interesting to note the pale and vampire, which has become commonplace in the media. Now, when I say that, they've been around for a very long time, but this whole romantic idea of a vampire is actually come kind of new. Because back in the day, they didn't look at them as being romantic and being gorgeous.
Or
They looked at
sparkly.
them, yeah, they looked at them as fearful
Hey, I like the
creatures.
sparkly.
Red Gizmo wasn't Gremlin.
So this was like Vlad the Impaler or
Yes,
the
that was
real
Vlad,
drink.
the
Yeah.
real Dracula. Now, you want to look up the countess, the one who got walled up for drinking, well, not drinking, bathing in her servant's blood.
Ooh. My kid knows a lot about that one.
Like I said, this term is fairly new, but we had vampires in the past. They just weren't named as vampires. That came in the 19th century. Like the history in these people are like interesting.
I mean, we have real life vampires, like
Hmm.
but they'll do it like a lot more healthy, obviously.
Mm-mm.
So,
Some of them.
yeah, I mean,
Some of them.
yeah. Um,
But this is Bathory.
the Hungarian countess. Let's see.
She only got caught because she took a nobleman's child instead of a
Oh.
slave. So that's the only
Mhm.
reason she ever got caught. She did it for years. But she is actually more profound in it than Vlad was. Even though
Mhm.
Vlad was the first, she's more known for her blood loss, like bloodlust. And yeah,
Yeah.
of course, had to be a woman, right? Man.
Oh, well, I'm starting to think that they didn't burn witches because they were witches. They burned them because they were women. I read that today and I was like, that makes sense.
It does, don't it? But the
Not.
great part,
Mhm.
oops, sorry.
No, no, no. You're good. Go ahead.
The great part about this is everybody thinks it's so old and the tales are so old. That's not true. The tales are old in like Romania and that where they buried people with like pieces of rod stuck in their mouth to the ground to keep them from moving from their grave. But the term
Yes,
vampire is actually a newer 19th century term.
I actually had a picture of that. You want to see?
Yeah.
Full disclosure, this is from National Geographic.
Oh, Queen Mary was another one, but that was
Oh,
Bloody Mary.
I got so many stories on Bloody Mary that is just
But
like,
she's not really in with the myth
yeah.
stuff. She was real.
Oh, I don't get into her because, with my name and all, I don't
So
want
is this one
to.
though. We just went over. I just went over her because of the whole vampirist.
Yeah.
Yes, and they literally have, like I said, stakes and stuff pinning these people. Why? I want to know why. Why
There had
back
to be a
then?
reason. They
Exactly.
didn't do it for no reason. There's a reason behind everything.
I want to know, like, so bad why these people did this when the term vampire was not created to, they say, 19th century.
See, I didn't know about the Queen Mary was also known as Bloody Mary.
Oh, Bloody Mary. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I like that lady. Queen Mary.
Wait. You talking about the same queen?
Well, I
The
don't
one
know.
that ex a lot of people?
Oh no, I was talking
No,
about
you're
the nice
not.
one that had a.
Yeah, see, I
No,
knew
I
it.
was
I
talking
knew
about the
it.
one that had a psycho husband, and
Okay.
then she was friends with the mother-in-law, and then she was like, and well, the mother-in-law poisoned people, but she ended
Yeah.
up getting her head cut off.
Okay, you're talking about somebody. Yeah, Bloody
She was
Mary is
Queen Mary of Ireland or something.
Scotland.
Scotland, yes.
But we're talking about the one of England that off with their heads.
Oh,
Mhm.
I didn't know that was a thing. I need to look into that. Can we please put it
Yes.
into a movie
Oh,
so I
it
can watch
is. It's in
it?
a few of them.
Oh, what's that called?
You gotta look at it. I really don't know. I don't. And the next one, Boogeyman.
Oh no,
Oh
I'm out.
yes,
I can't
the
because let me tell you a horrible, horrible, traumatic story. Okay, it gets personal. TMI. Close your ears. But I it was oh my gosh, let me tell you how horrible this was. Okay, so um my grandpa was really sick. He had a lot of like heart problems. And anyways, we're at Nana's house and I was sleeping on the couch in the living room and it was completely dark. I had my four siblings were on the floor and I was just thinking while I was laying on that couch and I swear to Bob, come back, Maria. I was like, I swear to Bob, like, what if there is such a thing, a boogeyman? Because it was so quiet and dark, and I was in my head, and I'm like, what if he's real? What would he look like? Oh my gosh, And I was like really overthinking it, and I was still like a teenager, And tell me, my mom comes out of nowhere, and she scares the living daylights out of me. If you're watching this, Mom, I'm still mad about it. Um, she grabs me and she goes, rah! And I'm like, ah! About peed my pants. Okay. And then the next day, my grandpa died. I know. It was really sad.
On that note, thank you for that. Now I gotta do the definition. That's hard to go by. Like,
I'm sorry. I feel like it needed to be addressed.
actually, this is actually closely related. Did you know growing up thinking that you didn't behave, the boogeyman, also the boogeyman, would get you? The boogeyman was created with the sole purpose of scaring children into good behavior because there are variations of boogeyman in every culture. It is difficult to pinpoint a place of origin. Furthermore, the appearance of the boogeyman differs culturally, as sometimes it is depicted with horns, claws, talons, and hooves. However, the legend of the boogeyman in all variety of forms is also universally a myth. So that's why I was
Amen.
like kind of close to it. And that's my list. Does anybody want to add? Because there is a couple more. I just didn't. I don't have them. Because you got elves. You got a couple more.
Okay. So we're not
My
gonna the elf thing. Are we talking about like Christmas elves?
Oh yeah, that's
absolutely. Well, I mean, maybe, but those aren't my kind of elves.
yeah.
Oh, oh my gosh, I have a spooky photo. Full disclosure.
Ooh, I got Harry Potter one. Then I forgot about Griffin. Somebody else can do that one now.
Gryffindor.
I'm gonna still be here, but I'm gonna shut my camera down for a second, guys. I'm still here.
Okay, there's your elf.
That's
That's
like the name of
creepy.
my tree.
Like I said, I'm still here.
I don't like that photo.
Maybe. That's creepy.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna remove that. It's so nice being on camera by myself.
I'll be right back.
So, do y'all like pumpkin candy corn? Here, you
Well,
want one?
I love it.
There you go.
I gotta get some tomorrow actually now. Thank you very much.
Here you go.
I like you. Have a pumpkin. I like you. Have a pumpkin.
Oh, piece
So,
of
did you know
candy.
there's different kind of elves? There's light elves, dark elves, Norse elves.
Woodland elves.
Yeah, there's so many elves.
Hmm. Let's elaborate on this a little bit.
That's what I'm looking up.
Oh, I found the different types of elves. Y'all want to see the picture?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. I got a pumpkin in my mouth. Not to be dirty. Here you go.
Hey now.
So, but seriously,
You know, I've never watched any of those all the way through.
I have seen every one about 1,000 times and read the books. Okay, that's not
I'd
right.
rather.
okay, I'll remove it. I see it's. I can see that it's stressing you out by the video that you have on right now. That's sarcasm.
So let's see.
You know what this
Mm,
makes me think of? That song by Donkey. He's like, I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Oh, Leprechaun. Leprechaun.
Yeah,
Oh
we're
yeah.
gonna talk about them.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, David, I know. These are the pumpkin ones. And then Maria was like, oh, I love the pumpkin ones. And I'm like, oh, me too. And then we gained like best friend points.
Okay, I
Yeah.
found it. I found
Okay.
the leprechauns. Leprechauns are widely known, easily recognizable, especially if you ever had a certain breakfast cereal. While
Oh my god.
leprechauns
Sorry, guys.
originated in medieval Irish folklore, they did not become prominent until much later. Small, human like beings, leprechauns are also known to be solitary creatures with a love of mischief and practical jokes. Ah. According to folklore, a leprechaun appearance could change by the region, depending on where you live. Also, as Americans, we know about the rainbow thing, but that is not mentioned in this one. You know, if you go
So
to the end of the rainbow, you can find.
so I
No,
wrote a
yeah.
book. I wrote a book on leprechauns for kids. And fun facts, I was really excited about this. One, did you know there's no such thing as female leprechauns? You know what the females are? They're fairies. Two, they, yeah. And then, so they're typically shoemakers. They like to dance, obviously. They are also bankers. And these are just the top of my head facts when I was writing my book. And they typically stay out in the forest. Oh, this is, I found something very interesting. And I'm like, I'm going to have to do some research when I get off here because these photos are very interesting. And I would do a sneak peek of the book because there's actually a really fantastic picture of Liam the leprechaun. That's all I'm saying. I can't find any realistic photos of him. But there was,
Aren't
okay, so I believe it's in
gnomes?
Ireland. Sorry, go ahead. Gnomes are a big
Oh, I
thing.
was gonna talk about something else. But
No, go ahead.
I was gonna talk about gnomes or mention gnomes, but I can't remember where gnomes came from.
Was it Scotland? Or
I
is it
think it
China?
was
Gnomes.
Iceland or something. Greenland?
Piped
One
Piper
second.
is
I just found that.
also a mythical person that comes from Germany. What is that?
Did you know?
Piper.
I just kicked myself out.
No, you're here.
No,
Oh,
out of my.
It's a Pied Piper. Okay, so let me
Pied
share this
Piper?
photo. Yes, I am going to share this photo.
See, I'm still on gnomes.
And I'm going to go into the story on that a little bit.
Oh, I got
Oh,
the
I'm
story.
sorry. We're just moving all over the place. Okay,
We're
here's
just.
the. Yeah, let's
My
come back
brain's
to
in
that.
squirrel mode.
What? Okay. I feel all the sugar shaking my head. Ah! Okay. Okay, so what is this? Let me try. Who is the pipe?
I know it's a nursery rhyme with it.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
I can't think of the whole words.
a historical basis is proposed for the 13th century legend and the piped piper who led away the rats away from the Hamlin and refused payment for his services. Led away 130 children and disappeared with them in the mountains. That's pretty awful.
Fun.
Then I
No, scare me.
then the
Okay.
gnomes.
Mm-hmm.
A gnome you might picture your standard garden gnome, a small, cheerful garden. In some senses, the depiction isn't entirely incorrect. In European folklore, a dwarf-like each spirit called gnomes guarded underground treasures. Medieval myths depicted gnomes as creatures resembling little old men, often hunched over their backs.
Oh, so not like this one then. uh, I do think these are so cute. I would collect these.
Gnomes,
Yeah, I think they're so freaking adorable. So let's see here. Here's another photo. I don't know. I feel like maybe the movie influenced me too much, but they are so cute. They're adorable, and
they are
maybe
cute.
and they do take care of the garden. So I mean, are they really that bad?
No,
Hmm. Let's see.
So there's some mythical creatures in the U.S.
Oh, really?
Yeah, melon heads.
Melon heads. Okay, so
Yeah,
here's a gnome caught on video. Can I? Let's see. I don't know if y'all want to watch it. I don't know if I want to watch it. No, it's not available. We're not watching it. Okay, but okay. So what was the other one? I'm sorry.
melon heads. She said.
Melon heads.
yeah. According to Connecticut
Oh no!
legends, all humanoids with bulbous heads are inbred descendants of escaped criminals who resorted to eating each other to survive the area's harsh winters. Similar sightings have been reported in Michigan and Ohio.
So kind of like hills have eyes. I'm dead
Yeah,
serious.
that's what it sounds like.
It
I
does.
forgot what that movie was called until you said it, and now it's playing in my head.
So is mine. Thank you. Part one and part two.
Uh, yeah. Did you know there's also.
You got the
I'm
Jersey
looking
Devil
for
too.
words I can read.
Ancient Rome, but I
Oh,
thought they
yeah,
were
and
from some.
Mothman.
Yeah. It says European and older and
Beast,
medieval times, so
Beast of Busco. It's a giant snapping turtle.
Oh,
I
yeah, that
want to
makes
see a
sense.
giant snapping turtle.
you
Yeah.
see how big turtles can get. And they're
Yeah, they
right.
can get
They are scary.
ginormous.
It,
Especially down south.
it comes back with that
Ooh, yeah.
chupacabra.
If you can ever go to south of the border, into the reptile land, I would recommend it.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Uh-huh.
Now, what were you
So
saying with you?
Honey Island.
What? Sasquatch? That's
Honey
Bigfoot.
Island swamp monster. It's in Louisiana.
Oh, that'd be fun for you. Oh,
You know I'm gonna go check that out.
yeah.
I love going to Louisiana.
Yeah, it's I'm like, well, I wonder where Honey Island is. Apparently,
That
it
I
was
don't
first
know.
spotted in '63, and a film featuring the creature was allegedly found in the photographer's possessions after he passed away. Well, that's
Huh.
exciting.
I'm trying to think of the one
Wendigo,
that used to fly over people's houses, but I think this is Europe I'm thinking of,
Montana.
not America. There's so many like United. We have some too.
Yeah.
We
Mm-hmm.
have like the Jersey Devil. For y'all's area, what do y'all have?
Yeah, we
So we have a
have.
chupacabra. What
Yeah,
is
and we
this?
also have that Ozark night howler, supposedly.
So, so David did send this over. So in
Um,
ancient, I know we're back to the gnomes. Um,
Ozark
ancient
howler,
Rome is
Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Texas.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
I
because like
mean,
the gnomes did say medieval times,
Mm-hmm.
so they've been around for a very long time. They're up there with the elves, the
Yep.
sprites, the fairies. All of them are all kind of from medieval times. But we have some new ones.
so they do have some. Let's see. They have some urban legends,
Oh, like the
like
Bell Witch,
yeah, the black-eyed kids,
yeah. So,
the candy lady. You want to hear about this one? So, Clara Crane was accused of poisoning her husband back in 1895. She gave him some caramels that were laced with some form of poison that killed him. A few years later, before she allegedly killed her husband, the Crane's 5-year-old daughter passed, unalived. Clara blamed her husband for the passing of their daughter, which is why many believe that she killed him. Now, Clara was placed in the North Texas Lunatic Asylum, now known as the Terrell State Hospital. I know where that's at. Not that I've been there, but I know where it's at. So in 1903, children started going missing near her old property. Children said Candy would be lit by their window while they were sleeping. Sometimes there would be notes on the wrappers around the candy. After several children started going missing, the townspeople believed it was Clara, the woman that unalived her husband with poisoned candy, who was responsible for the disappearances. There's a photo. Nearby farmer had found teeth in his fields, and the town sheriff was killed. He had forks shoved into his eyes and was found with candy in his pockets. No one really knows whatever came of her, right? But to this day, it is believed that Candy Lady still roams around luring the little children with candy, then pulling out their teeth or stabbing them in the eyes with forks. Horrible. I don't know why I had to read that,
but
but
I'm going to say this one time: women are known for poisoning
what else are you going to do in
as
your
their
free
way of
time?
unaliving somebody.
Yeah. And there's also one in Huntsville, Texas. And I don't want to do that one just because it has that D word in it. I'm not trying to say that no more. Oh, there's a Fang baby in San Antonio.
How about the witch down with y'all by the
There's,
Mexican border? Not with you, but down.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. That's. I think I went over that story. I
Hmm.
still am scared to look out my window after done that
But
several
that's still
times.
mythology. There's a reason behind that story.
Let me think. It was the chupacabra is the thing, and then the
The
witch lady.
woman.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but y'all
Yeah,
know
me
who she is.
either.
She shows up in owls, and it's actually a Mexico. But that used to scare us as kids, especially like I know for me, I was told that story. So okay, Belmont Mansion. Is this in David? Is this one in where's this one at?
Sorry, guys. I've been up since.
Yeah, we are coming on to that time here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I gotta be up in 3 hours
Yeah.
or 4 hours.
So we can definitely wrap this up. And each week we're going to be doing a live. So we'll try to advertise for that a little bit more as we go into. But the lives are pretty much, they're not really scheduled. We're just kind of,
When we got time.
yeah. So I appreciate y'all watching. If you have any questions or comments, let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We love you guys. Stay out of trouble. And yeah, like and subscribe. Have a good night.